Hello and welcome to the Cherry Valley Public Library's Summer Take and Bake video. Today we're going to walk through how you can make a delicious fruit pizza, which is a tasty choice for a treat for any of your summer events happening this year. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So the first step is to make the actual sugar cookie crust. We're going to start with the wet ingredients. So here we're using a half cup of butter. I did soften my butter because I don't have an electric mixer, so I'll be mixing by hand. The next ingredient is 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. Try to not make a mess and drop your bag in like I did there. Then we'll add 1 large egg to the mixture. I had some slippery hands, I'm guessing from the butter incident. The final ingredient to go into the wet mixture is 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Once you have all those ingredients in, either by hand as you see me doing or with your electric mixer if you prefer, blend these ingredients together until it has a smooth and creamy texture and the butter and sugar are well combined. So now that my wet ingredients are well incorporated and creamy, we're going to add the dry ingredients. Using a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of fine ground sea salt is what I prefer to use in baking, and then a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. If you did get one of our kits, all 3 of these ingredients are already combined into your flour bag or labeled F, so you can just throw the full thing in. Now once again, mix until you have a nice doughy consistency. Make sure that all of your flour has been incorporated in with the wet ingredients. We're going to switch to a quick clip of what it should look like at the end, and we're going to throw that into the fridge to cool for about 30 minutes. While our dough is cooling, we're going to go ahead and make our cream cheese frosting. In this bowl I have 12 ounces of cream cheese and a 1/4 cup of butter, both softened. Adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And the final ingredient is 1 cup and 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. Now you're going to see me attempt to mix by hand, and I was able to make it work. In hindsight, I would have softened the cream cheese and butter a bit before mixing by hand especially. And the biggest advice I can give is if you do have an electric mixer, use that on this portion. It will save your hand from getting a little sore and just get you a creamier, smoother consistency. As you can see here, I'm still even whipping a lot of air into it, struggling to get it smooth. Did get some help to try and get a little smoother when we actually went to spread it. I'll save you from that, but electric mixer is the way to go. Now that the dough is chilled, we're going to put the ball onto the pan and roll it out into a crust shape. I saved you from the rolling because I was struggling a bit, but using that roller and that elbow grease, get it into a nice, I'd say about a 1/4 inch thick maybe, circular shape for your pizza. And then you're going to pop that into an oven that's been preheated to 350 degrees. This recipe does slightly underbake the cookie to keep it soft, so we're going to bake it for about 12 minutes. Once your cookie is out of the oven and has cooled, definitely let it cool down a little bit. You can go ahead and start to spread your cream cheese frosting all across your crust. I would say try and keep it again at about like a 1/4 inch thickness, but that is to your taste. If you like frosting, you can definitely go a bit thicker, or you can keep it a little bit lighter too. It's totally your preference. Now that your cream cheese frosting is all spread and you have your fruit of choice sliced and ready to go, it's time to get a little bit creative and start making our designs. I looked up some design ideas, but I just started putting things down just in a very simple pattern. I know that we wanted ours a little bit like thinner covered. We didn't want every single inch covered with fruit, but you can pack things on here as tight as you want. You can go symmetrical. You can just, lay the fruit down in an abstract art form. Really, this is where you get to have fun and just play to your preferences once again. In the packets, if you did sign up for the Take and Bake, I included some example images to help get you inspired in your fruit designs. And just like that, you have a beautiful piece of art that's also a treat, ready to please at your parties. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you back at the library soon.